This video supports the Captions and Cross-References guide document, and going to do an example where we take two figures, add captions, cross-references, and then show how the field codes work to keep the numbering consistent throughout the document, even when you move around your graphic items. A few notes to call to attention before we get started on the example. Figures, tables, and equations are all numbered items within formal writing, and every numbered item needs to have some introductory body text that includes the number before the item is actually presented. For example, equation 1 needs a sentence that says equation 1 relates da 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 da, or figure 2 shows da 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 da. So don't forget the introductory text. Table captions are placed above a table. Figure captions go below a figure. All graphics, tables, equations, and captions get centered. Make sure that the captions are explanatory and descriptive and should be complete sentences. Also make sure that the caption text is black. For some reason the Microsoft default is this lovely powder blue, and make sure to change that. There's another guide that goes through changing those default settings. And at this point, moving into our sample report, in the procedure section we're going to take two beam diagrams that we've already prepared that are single graphic objects that we're going to copy and do a paste as picture to place them into the text. So first, copy the first diagram that you want, or the first image. Using a Control-C command, move over, place the cursor where you want it in your text, and instead of using a Control-V, which pastes it as a Microsoft object, a right click, you get paste options, use destination theme, no, keep source formatting, no, we want to use the third one, which is to paste as a picture. So now it is inline in text, it is a single graphic object, and the next thing that we need to do is make sure it's the right size. Any graphic object should be no wider than the text width, which for a standard document format is 6.5 inches. So changing that. Then the same right-click context menu has the Insert Caption option. You can also reach this through References, Insert Caption. It gets you to the same point. And there are a few pull-downs to draw attention to. First of all is, what kind of object is this? This one is a figure. The default for a figure is that the caption goes below the selected item, which is correct. And we put our cursor into the box and put the text that we want for our caption. Figure 1 shows the geometry for the point loading case for the deflection of a simply supported beam. Again, a complete sentence, a descriptive sentence. You press enter and you get left justified text, which we need to move to the home tab and center it. And then we need a sentence before the item to introduce it that will include the cross-reference. The cross-reference is an embedded field code that links this figure number, which in itself is a field code, to this particular graphic item and connects it to the cross-reference. So placing our cursor where we want the sentence with the cross-reference in the References tab, we have in the Captions section of the References tab, you have a cross-reference. That brings up a menu where you have the reference type to select. We're wanting to refer to a figure in this case, and then the list of figures that you have captioned will show up here. We want the reference to have only the label and the number, otherwise all of that entire sentence will show up as the field code, and that's not what you want. So insert, close, and you've got this embedded and linked text with figure 1. So figure 1 is a schematic of the experimental for the point loading case. So we have a sentence that gives additional information. It refers to the figure before the figure occurs in the text. Now we want to scroll down in the text, and we want to have the second one pasted in. So again, we copy the graphic item that we want, move to the point in the text. Right-click context menu allows us to paste as a picture. Change the size to be 6.5 inches. On the reference menu, we have Insert Caption. Also, the right-click context menu has the Insert Caption, and it automatically knows that this is the second figure within the context of this particular paper. So, the text we had also, or the text we're going to put in, also needs to be a complete sentence. Shows the geometry for the loading on a simply supported beam. Again, it is a figure. The caption goes below the selected item. OK. We want the text to be centered. And then we need our cross-reference. References tab, insert cross-reference. This time, since we now have two figures, we want to make sure that we're selecting the correct one. Only label and number. It is the reference to a figure. And here we go. Figure 2. Close that window. Illustrates. All right. So we now have a cross-reference to the first figure, our second image, a cross-reference to the second one, and now to illustrate how the cross-reference and captioning is a powerful tool, we're going to take this figure and move it with a Control X. We're going to move it above this one. I'm going to say that we need to place it here and paste it in. Now it says figure 2. But if we select the caption text and right-click Update Field, it now updates to appropriately show the figure number. If we then select all of the text and update the field codes, it renumbers all of the captions and cross-references appropriately.